How should you study for the SAT? Perhaps you are brand new to this journey and you don't know where to start. My name is Kathleen Jasper. I analyze tests for a living so that you can score higher on your tests. And I'm going to show you today where to get some free resources, how to get started studying for this exam, and even how to predict your score within reason as you are studying for the exam. Let's get started. All right, so if you're just starting off on your SAT journey and you're not sure where to get started, the first place you want to go is the College Board website. Now, I have lots of videos on the resources on this website, but College Board is the company that builds the SAT, and they release practice tests for you every year. And on their website, there are 7 free practice tests along with the online digital SAT that they give you. Let me show you what that looks like so you can download these, and I'm going to show you how to use them to practice and even predict your score. All right, the first thing you're going to do is Google released SAT tests. Every year, these large companies release the tests and they give them to you. So go here, and there's going to be a bunch of websites here trying to sell you stuff. I'm probably one of them. I have my own prep courses. Forget about those right now. You're just getting started. Let's go straight to College Board. This is the company that makes the SAT. And you can see it says download PDFs of full-length paper. Yes, that's what I want. Let's click there. This takes me to this page here. Now, you definitely want to download the Blue Book desktop app. This is how SAT deploys its test. You will take it on the computer. You're not going to take it paper pencil unless you have accommodations, and you're going to be taking it paper pencil because you have an IEP and it outlines that in there. But most of you will take it on the Blue Book app. Download this, put it to your desktop or your laptop, not your phone, because you're not taking the test on your phone. You're going to take it on a laptop, probably in your school. So download that, and there are practice tests in there. But beyond that, I want you to use the paper pencil tests so you can see your baseline score and then hopefully predict how you will do on test day. So let's go back to that area. So we have the full-length digital practice test. You're definitely going to want to do that. But in this video, let's talk about these full-length paper practice tests. The reason why I like these is because there are a lot of them. There are 7 here. And inside each one of these zip files, when you download them all, you get the digital practice test full length, module 1, module 2 for reading and writing, and module 1, module 2 for math. You get very detailed answer explanations, which I love. Tells you why something is correct and why something is incorrect. And they give you a scoring sheet, because back in the day, you used to be able to use this sheet when they deployed these tests on paper pencil. They don't do that anymore, but you can still see where you are and have an understanding what your baseline is and where you need to go. All right, I'm zoomed way in so you can see everything. And you see I have my pages here. You're going to get the practice test. You're going to get the very detailed answer explanations that tells you why it's right, why it's wrong. Love that. And you're going to get this scoring sheet. Okay, so in each practice test, there's module 1 for reading and writing, module 2 for reading and writing, module 1 for math, module 2 for math, full length, okay? But you don't really want to sit here for the whole time and do 3 hours worth of practice tests to see what your baseline score is. I recommend taking a pretest. I would use the first SAT test that you get on that webpage and use it as a pretest. Now, what I would do is take it one module at a time. So maybe day 1, you extend this out 4 days. Day 1, you take module 1, reading and writing, all right? And you record your raw score. And you're going to use this scoring sheet. So let's say out of the 33 questions, you got 25 correct, okay? You did this module 1 all the way down. There are 33 questions. I don't want to make you dizzy. Let's go here. That's 16. Let's go here, 25. There we go. You do module 1 and you're done, okay? First day. Record your score. Maybe you got a 25. Just put it in here, okay? Then maybe Tuesday you decide, okay, I'm going to do module 2. Do all of module 2. You don't have to study yet. We're getting a baseline score. So just do it cold and then get your raw score there. And then put that in here and just save it. We're not going to convert yet, okay? Maybe Wednesday you go in and you do, and let me find it here. Where's my math section? You go through the math section and you do module 1 in math. All right. And then you record your score here. What'd you get for module one? Raw score. How many you got correct out of all of them? And then, and you go through module two, go through that on Thursday and record your raw score. All right, so I've transferred this over to my little presentation here. And so let's just say that out of my reading and writing out of 33, I got a 25. And then, so that was on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I took the reading and writing module two and I got a 23. All right. So let's add those up. 25 plus 23 is going to be 48. All right. Now let's look to see where 48 is. And you can see that 48 on my scoring sheet is right here. And so on the reading and writing section, which is here, so you can see that I'm right about a 600 to a 660. I like to go with the low end because I just want to give myself a leg up. And if you focus too much on the high end, you're giving yourself maybe some false security. So go with the low end. And then let's say for the math, out of 27, maybe I got a 20. And then in module two, I got a 22. So that gives me a 42 total. And if I go to that, that's right here. And for the math, that's a 590 to 650. So I'm just going to put 590 to 650 for the math section, right? And if I were to total them up, 600 plus the 590, I would get 1190. My total score is 1190 here. And let's say that's great. Let's say that's kind of where I need to be for what I want to do. Maybe there's a particular school that I want to go to and I'm right there. Great. Or maybe I want to go higher. Maybe I want to see if I can get to a 1300 or a 1400, and maybe I have more options of where I go to college or whatever I'm trying to do. Not everybody goes to college. Maybe there's something else you want to do. So what we want to do then is take this as our baseline score and then start to practice with these free practice tests and do the same thing over and over again until we start to hit that score that we want. Now, quick tip here. This is not going to predict perfectly. I don't know what's going to happen on test day. You don't know what's going to happen on test day. When you're home at your kitchen table, you're a little more relaxed than when you are at the testing center taking the test. You know, there are all kinds of things that happen on test day. You will most likely take this test more than once if you are trying to get a high score. But for now, we know that this is sort of where we are and we want to go higher. Okay. So now that we've taken that first test, now we can use these full-length practice tests, and they look identical to the one that I just downloaded, to study incrementally every day. Now, what does that mean, studying incrementally every day? Well, I'm a firm believer in shorter practice over longer periods of time yields better results than cramming entire practice tests the Friday night before the exam, okay? So you've got all these practice tests. I would print some of them out, put them in your backpack or put them in your car or whatever, and have them available. So when you're sitting there waiting, let's say you've got some time at the end of a period, maybe you're at lunch, maybe you're doing something and you're bored, rather than take the phone out, pull out that practice test and do a few of them. Do a couple of the reading and writing, do a few of the math. That's really going to help you stay in the exam and keep your brain like SAT minded. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do any SAT for the whole week and then all of a sudden Saturday morning or Sunday morning, you decide, okay, let me crack the book, and you start doing it, you're going to be rusty. It's like the gears aren't going to be all nice and greased up so you can think better. If you are doing this stuff every day, it's going to help you. Now, I recommend a module a day. So grab some of these practice tests, do module one for reading and writing, and then score it, see how you do, and then do module two for reading and writing the next day. But let's say you don't have time to do a whole module. That's fine. Do 3 or 4 problems in the module. Then do 3 or 4 problems tomorrow. It's okay to just do a problem or two, because what does that do? It keeps you practicing. It's just like if you don't have time to run a full 12 miles today, but you get 3 miles in, still a good day, right? You still got something in. Maybe you don't have time to do your full workout at the gym, but you got 20 minutes in. 20 minutes is way better than nothing, right? The same thing with studying for these exams. You have to think of them almost like sporting events or almost like the state meet. You want to make sure that you're prepared, and you do that by practicing incrementally every single day. And these paper practice tests will help you do that. So print a few of them out, hold them in a folder in your backpack, pull them out when you've got some downtime, Set aside some time during the day. Maybe it's first thing in the morning. Maybe it's before you go to bed at night. Maybe it's, while you're waiting in line for something, whatever it is, carve out some time to dedicate to these practice test questions, and I guarantee you'll start getting better at them. Now, beyond that, you're going to want to understand the strategy, and I have tons of videos to help you with that. I have live sessions that I did going through the exact problems, but we want to make sure we're thinking like a test maker and we're staying in the exams as much as possible every single day. Let me show you where to get more practice so that you can do even better on your tests. Now, you definitely want to start with the free stuff that I showed you from the SAT website, College Board website, but I also have some free prep for you. I have printable and downloadable practice tests that I use in my live sessions. I also have lots of live sessions on this YouTube channel, and these worksheets go with them. So just throw your email and name here and you can download them and you can use them to practice. I do 6 questions in each practice session. They're about 20 minutes a piece. I go through the Desmos calculator, how to conquer the math, how to understand the reading and writing better. Definitely check those out, totally free. And then beyond that, I have a full SAT online prep course that goes through everything step by step. You can see I write on the screen. I have a full Desmos tutorial section, a module dedicated only to Desmos, so you can definitely increase that math score, and so much more. So definitely check that out if you're interested in online prep. All right, so keep practicing, even if it's just 2 problems today or 2 reading passages. Do it every single day and you will get better at this exam. Utilize those free resources on the College Board website and my website. And if you have any questions, throw them in the comments below and it will be my pleasure to help you. Thank you so much and good luck in your studies.